evening, good day, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're listening to me. My name is Adiemi and you're welcome to this channel. Today we are talking about art entrepreneurship. I'm going to be introducing you to what art entrepreneurship is about and how you can apply it to your passion. So basically, art entrepreneurship is about creating an interface between your passion and profit. It's not enough that you're passionate about something or that you're even skilled in that thing. It is important that you're able to convert it into source of sustainable income if you are looking to be an art entrepreneur. So you could be an artist, you could be an entrepreneur separately, but the moment you decide to make a business or to make an entrepreneurial endeavor out of your passion, out of your skill, then you are moving on to becoming an arts entrepreneur. So very quickly, this is what we are going to be covering in this video today. All right, we are good to go. First off, what is art entrepreneurship? Like I just explained, like I just introduced, it's a concept that creates an interface between passion and profit for artists, for creatives, for crafters. As long as whatever you do or whatever you're involved in is somehow finding its way into the arts, whether it's craft, musical arts, theatrical arts, crafting, painting, whatever it is, then we are talking about art entrepreneurship here. And the core of the whole idea is that it makes sure that you can blend your artistic talent with business prowess to create opportunities that would allow artists and creatives to not just survive but to thrive financially. Art entrepreneurship is not just about making money from art, as most people think. It's about understanding and being able to steer your way through the business aspects of the creative industries. And this involves recognizing the potential of whatever artistic output you are putting out and strategically leveraging it to build a career, because it is very important. There are many times that we love some things as creatives, we love doing certain things, and we want to make it a source of income, right? But if what you have, you are unable to find a way by which it can offer value to a certain predetermined target market, then you might find it very hard to be able to sustain yourself. It's not enough for something to be nice. It is needed that there can be a value exchange on that activity for you to be able to say you're an art entrepreneur and not just a hobbyist. So very quickly, let's go into the essential elements of art entrepreneurship. What are the factors that come together in an interplay to determine if you are into art entrepreneurship or not? The first thing is the creative vision. And this refers to an artist's unique voice, a unique style, a perspective that sets you apart from others. It is the essence of what makes your work special and recognizable. And why a creative vision is important is because it helps to create a very clear branding for the artist or for the creative. It helps in also creating a consistent body of work that your audience can relate with and it can be marketed effectively. And this, what I'm just trying to say in essence, is that for you to be an art entrepreneur, the first thing basically is the art itself. What are you into? What do you do? And if you cannot explain this, you know, cohesively in a way that is understandable, then we might have a problem. That is the first thing you need to sort out. Are you a crafter? If you're a crafter, what kind of craft are you into? Is it just one or multiple, like most creatives can be? And if it's multiple, how do they relate with each other in a way such that you don't get to confuse your target audience, especially if you are just starting, if you are just beginning. So if, for example, you want to go into crochet crafts or crochet craft, are you going into everything crochet, or you want to start with just bags or with just the outfit? Or if you are going into art relating to fashion and you are knowledgeable in, let's say, crochet, beads and other stuff, how do you plan to introduce them one after the other, or you plan to just push the whole thing out? You need to understand where exactly you're going to, so that you can be able to set out the steps and strategies that can help you to begin your artistic endeavor in the first place. So that is the first element of art entrepreneurship. The second element of art entrepreneurship is what we call market awareness, right? Market awareness, knowing who your audience is, what they value, and how they consume the art you are pushing out. And this is not just for crafts, for all kinds of art, whether you're an actor, in whatever artistic endeavor you are, just try to relate everything I'm saying to whatever you do. So it's not like I'm talking to a certain kind of artist or crafters. This is for all creatives, even as far as designers, as long as you're in the art space. So I just needed to emphasize that. Now, market awareness is ensuring that you know who your audience is. If you want to, I was using the example of crochet, right? If you want to create crochet products, who are the people that value crochet products, who are the people that you can sell to, right? You need to be aware about your audience, what they want, right? If you want to be a singer, if you want to commercialize your singing skills, what kind of songs you want to be singing, and this will determine who are the kind of people that would listen to your kind of songs, right? So in this way, artists can tailor their work to meet market demands without compromising their creative vision, which we've already mentioned. If, for example, this singing example I just mentioned, you want to be a, let's say, pop singer, right? Who are your target audience? How can you reach them so that by the time you start creating your music and developing your branding, you don't pass off the wrong message to the supposedly right set of people, right? Now, when you are able to tailor your work to meet the creative vision, which you've already determined in the first element, it would make things easier for you. For example, an artist can create more affordable prints aside original work. Talking about visual artists, maybe you paint stuff, you have an original painting, you can create the prints alongside so that you can have different segments of audience. So there are the people who can afford the original painting, and there are those who just want a copy of that painting in form of print, and you can do that for to just create a segmentation of your market, right? There is a video we made on business segmentation on a channel I'll be tagging in the description box. So please look into that channel so that you can know more about market segmentation in case you are confused. The third thing that you need to know about art entrepreneurship, the in terms of the elements of art entrepreneurship rather, is business skills. As an artist, as a creative, as a crafter, wherever you find yourself in this industry, you must develop a basic understanding of business concepts such as pricing, budgeting, financial management in general, if you don't want to start a business that wouldn't be lasting so long. And this activity would involve you setting fair prices for your work, managing expenses by fair prices, something that's enough to sustain you while also, reaching the intended audience rather. So when you are able to manage your expenses and ensure a steady cash flow, then it helps you to be more sustainable in the long run. Business skills also involve strategic planning. I talked about planning earlier. When you are targeting long-term success, you need planning. And this could mean setting financial goals, creating a business plan, investing in professional development to enhance both your artistic and business skills. So while your crafts is improving, you're also knowing the business side of it. There's a popular saying that if you're in showbiz, you need to know both the show and the business of the show. So that is basically what we are talking about. The fourth and the last element of art entrepreneurship we'll be looking into is networking and collaboration. We can't overemphasize this. See, success in the art industry, it often depends on who you know as much as what you create. There are many times if you go online and you see two different kinds of crafters in a certain field creating, let me use candles for example. You see two different people creating the exact kind of candle, or even caps. Yes, caps, fascinators, millinery kind of craft. And you see two or three different people creating the exact same thing, or stuff that are similar to each other, yet the pricing is is far away from each other, even with the same quality, or maybe as close as possible. Many times it is about the circle of the crafter, the artist, the entrepreneur in question. So who you know is as important as what you create. Networking involves building relationship with other artists, not just artists, but potential clients, galleries, and organizations that can help you expand your reach. Networking also involves collaborating, and when you collaborate, it can open new avenues for exposure, for income. For example, an artist can partner with a designer to create a product line or work with a non-profit to use their art for social impact. In fact, as a crafter, you can go out of the industry to partner with somebody else to, create a line of product. For example, maybe a singer wants to promote their work and they want to create a merch, so they can partner with, say a crochet artist to create graph guns of tote bags. I would try to be getting pictures of what I'm talking about. And apologies to people who, might want to say, why is she just using a certain kind of examples? I'm definitely sorry, but everything I am saying applies to you as long as you're in this industry. So let's talk about the potential for creatives to build sustainable careers. Sincerely, in years gone before and in recent times and even till now, there has been this conversation of being able to create sustainable careers out of creativity related skills. As a writer, how can I, go out and say my career is writing? How can I be sustainable as a career? Is it not just for a select few? As a singer, won't I end up broke except I, do all the work? So many questions, so many uncertainties, so many doubts, right? That creatives have, especially people that are just starting out. But the truth is that achieving a sustainable career in the art is very, very achievable. Achieving a consistent um journey as an art entrepreneur is also very sustainable. Let's talk about how to get that done. But before we move further, please click that subscribe button. Now, I'll wait for you. So very quickly, let's talk about how to build a sustainable brand as a creative. The first thing to do is to diversify your income streams. If you want to build a sustainable business career or enterprise as a creative, you can't afford to rely on just a single source of income because it can be very risky, especially in the arts industry that can be so unpredictable. So make sure to diversify your income streams by generating revenue from multiple activities as long as they all align with your skill set, right? If, for example, you're a writer, you could make money from writing gigs, and you could also diversify the kind of writing that you do, right? You can do social media writing, you can do content writing, you can do freelance writing. Just be sure that you don't let me use what pieces yourself too much. Be sure that you are focusing all your energy on two or three selected fields of interest. And the truth is, over time, as you grow, as you increase in your career, you would even need to focus on just one or two, as it may be, as you have the capacity to, or as you're able to build structure around yourself. So be very sure to diversify. And there are many ways by which, as a writer, for example, you can make money. Writing directly for clients, writing resources and selling them, writing for blogs, writing for, there are just so many ways you can think about it. Also, don't just focus on that art. Make sure you have some other source of income by the side, which may not be directly based on the business you are looking into, so that you can have a soft landing in the days when things are rough, a bit rough, pending the time that you get to grow into a very sustainable brand. The second thing you could do is to leverage technology, and this can't even be overemphasized. The internet has revolutionized revolutionized rather how artists can market and sell their work, right? Social media platforms out there also allowing artists to build a following, to build engagement with fans as you put out your content behind the scenes of what you do, your daily learning experience, your daily practicing experience. When you put all of them out, you can get to connect with people who see you as an authentic human being and not just a robotic brand, right? Also, using technology, there are many e-commerce sites and online marketplaces that can enable you to sell directly to your consumers worldwide. But remember, just take things one step at a time. As long as you are building a strong online presence, it will help you to reach a global audience, and it would also reduce the need for physical spaces, traditional middlemen, and what have you. So as an art entrepreneur, when you're able to leverage technology, social media, online media, new media, every form of media, and even tech tools to showcase your work, to tell your story, to connect with potential buyers, you'll be on your route to building a sustainable brand. The third thing to building a sustainable brand is building a personal brand. A personal brand is the image and identity that an artist presents to the world, right? It's not everyone that wants all of their life out there. So how can you be able to package yourself in such a way that people see a particular side of you, people get to connect with a part of you? It includes everything from the style of your work. Who do people see you as? When people see you, what do they think of? What can they relate with, right? So there are some artists that when people see them, the branding that they have is that they are luxury brands. There are some kind of crafters that the branding that they have is, okay, this person is more of a tutor to other crafters and not necessarily trying to reach a final consumer, right? Based on the kind of content you churn out, your communication style, even your values. There are some people who are very, very loud about their faith in their artwork. There are some people who are loud about the fact that they value sustainability and eco-friendly practices, even in their form of craft. And this will determine the kind of companies, organizations, and clients that are drawn to them just because of that particular value that they are pushing out. All right. So if you want to build a personal brand, you need to be consistent. Really, artists and creatives need to learn how to maintain a consistent tone of voice, visual style. You can't be formal today, playful tomorrow, playful today, formal tomorrow. Just be human. I think that's the best way to put it. Being human creates all the balance that there is. So thank you so much for listening to this point. I hope you understand what art entrepreneurship is about. Like we said in the beginning, this is just supposed to be an introduction to what art entrepreneurship is about. So please do well to subscribe to this channel. Let us know what more you would want us to discuss in relation to art, craft, and enterprise. Thank you once again. My name is Adeyemi, and see you on the next video. Bye.